My name's Liz Million, and as you know, I'm an illustrator and author of children's books. I have just had the best time watching you drawing along to me on your tellies and iPads and laptops at home, so that's really spurred me on. Thank you so much for sharing my videos. I'm glad you're looking like you've enjoyed them, because I've actually enjoyed doing them. At first I was a little bit nervous about being on the telly as it is, but I'm really spurred on now. So today we've already looked at potatoes, we've looked at baked beans. We're going to be looking at a very exciting thing, a carrot. Now, some of you are like, I hate carrots. Did you know carrots are fantastic shapes, again, for some of my favourite characters now? All you need to do, get your paper, get your pencil, get your grown-ups as well, because I've had quite a lot of grown-ups saying, oh, I'm not very good at drawing, but I've done a really good job. So get your grown-ups to get their pencils too. And if they say, hey, I don't like drawing, say, nobody's going to see it. It's a private thing. You can draw anywhere. It can be rubbish, but at least you can say you've had a go. Now, these are the shapes you are going to be drawing on your bit of paper. And if you have a look, they're going to be this way. So you're going to do about, well, as many as you like. You're going to do 4 looking that way, 4 looking that way. If I turn it round, look, it looks like a raindrop, doesn't it? So if you wanted to just do some raindrops on a page, make them quite big as well, because you want to have nice big characters. You don't want to have little tiny itchy titchy ones. So there you go. So you just start drawing some of those out. Take your time, rub out. I just did these really quickly because I'm used to drawing these shapes. And with our pencils, or your pen if you're really confident, we're going to draw our first one. Now these are great, and I know I've already drawn a penguin before. This is really good for a penguin. So what we're going to do, on your first one, you come down like this, along like that. That looks like a sort of computer mouse, doesn't it? And we're going to draw a little friendly eye. That could be a puffin, couldn't it? That sort of shaped beaks. If you wanted to do a puffin, should we do a puffin? Yeah. And instead of drawing lines on, if I was drawing a puffin, puffins are really beautiful, aren't they? And the good thing about doing characters is there's no right or wrong. So if I thought, oh, it doesn't really look like a penguin, instead of starting it again, just turn it into something else. So I've got my pens here, and everyone asks me where I get my pens from, right? And I don't advertise, but the art shop in Darlington, where I live, is fantastic because they sell these Tombow pens. They're also called Zag pens as well sometimes. I get some from Hobbycraft in a big pack. The range do these ones as well. And I also use these expensive ones here. And they're pro markers and they're gorgeous. And I do lots of tiny pictures, but when I come into schools and I work on a big board in libraries and things, I tend to use my crayons. And these are just watercolour crayons, but they're just as good as your ones at school. So I've got my colours here. I've got my orange. And this is a sort of tricky orange because it's more of a sort of corally sort of orange. And what I'm going to do while I've got that is come round like that. And you're probably thinking, oh, your pen's running out. And some of my pens do run out because if you don't look after them, or if you use them all the time like I do, they're going to run out. And this is why I don't really like using felt tips on this kind of paper. So look, my crayon does most of the work. And instead of getting my black pen, I'm going to get my black crayon. Now, the last video I did with the baked beans, I didn't colour in, and some of you wanted to know how to colour those characters in. So I'm doing a bit of colour today because I'm in the mood. I'm always in the mood for colouring in. And if you think, well, it's a bit plain, you can just pop a little hat on him to make him look a little bit more fun. And you can put whatever colours you like on. Now, I'm not a football fan at all. This probably is insulting some of you right now. I don't know. But we're not going to be doing anything to do with football because I hate football. I know, I'm so sorry. I like rugby though. Anyway, we've got our little penguin here. Not penguin, a puffin. Still could be a penguin. It could be a penguin in disguise as a puffin. That would be a good story, wouldn't it? Okay, so first one done. Is that easy, hard? Okay. Okay. Right, we're going to go on to this one. Now, this is quite a carroty looking one. You can draw a carrot using a carrot shape. Who knew? So we're going to come straight down, higher up this time, and I'm going to draw like a B shape backwards. And that's a tricky thing to draw. And while you're just drawing that, I'm going to put some black crayon on there. And this is a bit of a daft one, actually. I'm going to draw a little smile. This is going to be a carrot on holiday. Now, holidays are fantastic, aren't they? He's got his little sprouty end there. He's got his little cocktail. It's a mocktail, don't worry, children. It's a mocktail. And he's going to be sunbathing. There he is. He looks very exotic, doesn't he? But he's going to be on his little lilo and he's going to be on the sea. Now, I don't think when you tuned into this video today, you would be thinking, I'm going to be drawing a carrot on a lilo on the beach somewhere on holiday. So I'm just going to put some little waves. But drawing, it's all about enjoying yourself, isn't it? And it's not worrying about what everything's meant to look like. Now, I'm just going to put a bit of blue on around here. You can stop this video. This is the joy of a video. You can stop it and do it whenever you're ready. You can even stop it now, go and have your tea and come back. So I've got my orange crayon and I'm just doing it scritchy scratchy. And then I've got a brownie colour. I'm doing some little lines on them because carrots have got those funny little lines on, haven't they? If you wanted to do a parsnip, you could just leave it cream with a bit of yellow on. There's all sorts of possibilities. And I'm going around it with a little wiggly thing. You could write a story about some vegetables going on holiday and we could have some potatoes in there or a baked bean, up to you. And he's got a really fancy looking lilo. There we go. Da-da-da. Oh, wish we were all on a lilo now, but our paper would get wet. So there we go. He's got a little cocktail or a mocktail. And oh no, it looks like he's got carrot juice. He's not eating carrot juice. That's disgusting. Okay, so there he is. That's a weird one. And I told you we were going to have fun today. So that is a weird one. But he looks quite cool. He's like, yeah, ladies, check me out. Don't draw like, I don't know, shorts on him because he hasn't got any legs. So it would look a bit weird, like he had a nappy on, and that's just weird. Okay, so this next one, this is a gorgeous shape to do one of my favourite carroty characters. That's not easy to say. So we're going to draw two little circles and two little eyes. Okay, I'm going to make it a girl. Little eyebrows. Hello. Now, our character looks like it should be pointing that way, but actually it's going that way. So we're going to draw some little lips. Now, just going to smile. Oop. Like that. No, 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 no. Hello. Now this looks like a sort of squashed frog. It could be a frog, but we're going to be doing frogs on the next video I'm going to do about M shapes. So this is not a frog. We're going to be drawing a little fish. And this little fish has got little flippers. Draw your little lines on. And again, if you've done it really lightly, you can always rub those little lines out, can't you? And it's going to have a lovely tail. Don't worry about going over this bit here. If you've got space, you can give them a really lovely tail. And I used to have fish tank aquarium with lovely guppies in, and it had lovely flippy floppy tails. This is obviously a girl guppy. But you can make yours into a boy, because I know some boys hate drawing eyelashes on things. They go, ugh. And because she's under the water, we're going to do some bubbles. Don't do bubbles near her bum, because we all know what that means when you're in the bath and you think you'll sneak out a little trumpy trump. You get bubbles. So don't put the bubbles near the bum. And I know some kids are like, yeah. So I have got beautiful colours here. So I'm going to do probably a nice red here. And I'm going to do a curly cut backwards. Can you see? Curly cut backwards. And I'm going to go really fast like that. And while I've got my red, I might put some red on here. And a little bit of red there. You can do whatever colour you like. These are cartoon characters. Fish are all different colours. And once I've done that, I might get a totally opposite colour and go over that. And if you do that with pen and then go over it with your pencil crayon or crayon, it looks quite nice, doesn't it? And I've got my peachy pink. And I'm going to put my peachy pink around here like that. And sometimes I colour the eyes in, sometimes I don't. I'm not going to today. And I might then get my black crayon and do a little bit of shadow. Can you see that's making it look a little bit like a bit more 3D, isn't it, when I put that on? You can also put some little spots on. Do whatever you like. There we go. Okay, I think that was quite hard. That little bit there was quite hard, I think, but the rest of it, I think you've done all right. Okay, so that's our beautiful fish. Now this one is going to be an evil fish, just to show you the difference, because if you've met me before, you'll know I like drawing naughty things. I like drawing big bad wolves, wicked witches, dragons about to bite people's legs off. So this is a really nasty fish. So first of all, we're going to draw some evil eyes, but we're going to start them evil. So we're going to do a big V, and you're going to go over that V. Now, if you wanted to, you could draw the eyes first, then put the eyebrows over it. We're going to draw eyes underneath. He's going to have a really evil mouth. He does look like an evil potato. You're going to put some spiky teeth on. Oh. And we're not drawing a shark because that's going to be another video. I'm going to do lots of sea creatures on another video. So this is going to be just a really sort of nasty sort of fish that you might get at the bottom of a pond or in the Brazilian rainforest or something. But you can see the difference in those eyes. Is really important what you do with your eyebrows. Okay, and that's something that we've looked at with the other characters. In fact, you can see the other characters around there. Okay, so they're the other characters that we did before. And our characters have gills because they're fish. And now I'm just going to get, ooh, what colour? Oh, I've got a lovely bogey green. And instead of doing scales, you can do wiggles, you can do stripes, you can do whatever you like. So he looks a bit camouflaged, doesn't he? If you wanted to, you could put some bit of background on. I love colouring in. It's the best part of my job. And people sometimes say to me, oh, what are you working on at the moment? I'm like, I'm colouring in. And I love colouring in. So look, I've got a totally different colour that you wouldn't expect to see with green, apart from on a carrot, obviously. And I'm going to come round here. To make him look evil, we're going to put that shadow under his eyes. Oh, look at that. There we go. So he definitely looks a little bit naughty. I'm going to come round here like that. And even though he's a smelly old fish, he still has a little rosy cheek. Okay. Now we've done a bird, a carrot, two fish. I'm going to have a go at doing a mammal now. Now mammals are obviously furry creatures, and because it's nearly Easter, isn't it? I'm going to show you how to do a little rabbit. Now I have not got a lot of space there. If you've got more space, do longer ears if you want. Now my little rabbit has got a little rabbity nose. Got a little smile with rabbity teeth. Now that also is a good shape for a rat. But we're going to do a really cute rabbit. And it's very smiley. Could be the Easter Bunny, could just be a rabbit. Now I did a lovely book and it was called Be Quiet Belinda. It was my first ever story where I actually was trusted to write as well as illustrate. So I love drawing rabbits. And you can draw rabbits in a potato shape. You can draw all different sorts of shapes. But this one's quite sweet. And I'm going to put my little cartoon eyes on like that. And you're probably thinking that doesn't look much like a rabbit. Even I am. If I could, I would draw those longer, but because I'm drawing in a one video take, I'm not too worried about it. Now, blue is my favourite colour for rabbits. I know you don't really get rabbits like that in real life because we're doing children's book characters. Your characters can do anything and look like anything.
Okay, so even though he's meant to look like a rabbit, I've got my red pen. There we go. Okay, that was a bit easy, wasn't it? If we wanted to draw a mouse, we would just change his ears. So I think on this one, we're going to do a mouse. So we're going over here. And the first thing we're going to do is draw some big ears. Okay, so he's got a big circly ear with little V in it. And the other ear is just behind there. I'm going to get my crayon. Now you'll be able to rub your lines out. Now I did mine with my crayon because if I use my giant pencil on here, you can't really see it on the screen. Now we're going to draw a really cute character. So this little mouse, I'm going to make him look a little bit sad. He's got black dotty eyes. Oh, he looks really sad. Little eyebrows going up. Na, 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 na. Sad music for a sad mouse. Oh. I normally do my mice white just because they look quite cute. And in One Fat Cat, there was 2 little mice and they did look very worried because there was a big cat after them. And he's got little whiskers like that. And he's got little shoulders. And our mouse could be naked. He might not have something on. Or I could get my nice yellow, put a little t-shirt on. Ah, he looks really sad. If you want to make him look really sad, just draw a little tear. Wow. Okay, so we've done 6 so far. How are you getting on? Okay, right, this one, it looks like a mole, doesn't it? But what we're going to do is, well, we could do a mole, I suppose. And that one looks a bit like a dog. I know, we've done 2 dogs so far. But what we're going to do on here, we're going to draw a big eye. Like that. Okay, got a big eye. And oh look, it's another bird. But this time, we're going to put a little frill on. And this is called a comb. So this is another bird. And I'm colouring in it red. So if you wanted to do your Easter chicks with your baked beans and you wanted to do a mum for the character or a dad, you can put a bit of red on there. And the good thing is, I didn't really know what we were going to draw before I started because I'm not really bothered about what I draw as long as I'm drawing something that looks quite fun. And when I do my books though, I have to get everything right. So this is quite nice for me just to go for it. Okay, and you can see I'm using these sorts of pens here as well. And these are just marker pens that I have at home. And I love drawing with these sorts of pens. She would have quite a thick sort of neck. Again, we could do a C shape or a W for some feathers. Can you see? Can't see. I'll move my board down. There we go. And this one here, I know I have done too many dogs. I just love dogs. We could either do a nasty dinosaur. Oh, I think we're going to have to do a dog. This shape is great for a sausage dog or My Little Peggy. And My Little Peggy is a Bedlington Terrier. And you're probably thinking, what's one of those? She looks like a sheep. So she has got big black eyes. Like this. Okay. Now, that looks the same, doesn't it? As that. And she actually has the same nose width as her eyes. And she's so cheeky. She's got a little licky tongue out all the time. And she's got eyebrows. She's got a little eyelashes. So this is going to be brilliant. If I get to see you drawing loads of Peggy dogs, I'm going to be so happy. And because you've done it in pencil, we're going to go round here. Now this is the bit where she looks a bit like a sort of wombly sheep. And she has a very skinny neck like that. And she is very cute. And she does have a couple of black whiskers on there like that. So there's My Little Peggy. And she is sort of like a grey colour. But I'm going to put some curly pattern on here. And this is the sort of curly pattern I would use on Mr. Twit's beard. Or anything a bit furry. And then I'm going to get my pink for my licky tongue.
like that. Okay, so you can see that all these characters here are done with a carrot shape. So this is our shape, the carrot, and you can see that we have got all those characters here. Now I'm going to come back round here. I always like putting a shape around it, and it just looks quite nice on your picture. Put your name on as well. Liz Million. Don't put Liz Million on though, because you're not me. And if you want to, the name of the workshop on carrots. Okay, so if you've enjoyed yourselves today, and I hope you have, I want you to have a go at home, and then if you want to, send a photo of it to me via Facebook or YouTube, whatever you like. Feel free to share this video as well, like it, comment on it, and look out for it on kids' YouTube as well. Okay, so thank you very much, guys. Well done. Have a look at each other's pictures and see how different they are. Bye.